Hey everybody, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Valerie.
And we are the Ministry Media Mavens. And welcome to our channel. We are so glad you're here. In this video, we're going to talk about the top things or the number one thing that we've learned while bringing our church online during this season. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We are so glad that you are here. And if this is your first time, we'd like to say hello and welcome to our channel. We give tips, tools, and strategies for small churches as you are navigating the online space and increasing your visibility online. We are so glad that you are here. And so what we'd like you to do is
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe so that you'll always know when we are online. And so today we're going to talk about the number one thing that we have learned since we've been in this virtual space. Can y'all believe it's been 4 months?
4 whole months.
4 months. It doesn't seem that long, and then it does seem that long in some ways, but we have learned so much, we've grown so much. We have, it's been an experience. So what we decided we would do on this video is give you the number one thing that we have learned from being online, from our small church going online. And we'll start with Valerie.
Okay. The number one thing that I have learned is there are do-overs. We get the opportunity to do it over because we are doing pre-recorded sessions. There was this one evening that we were taping, and I wore a green jacket, and we tape in front of a green screen.
So what does that mean? Tell the people.
So they tell me now. They tell me I disappeared into the screen.
Y'all should have seen it. Because I do the post-production of our services, and I didn't pay attention when we were actually doing the taping, but when I went to do the editing for it, she just disappeared right into that screen. It was nothing but head.
So guess what? We had to go back and do it over.
Yes.
But that's one of the really important things that I learned is that you cannot wear green,
no green
in front of the green screen. And so, but I was thankful that because we are doing a pre-recorded service, I had the opportunity to do it over.
Yes, God gives grace and lets you do do-overs.
He does. Thank God for a do-over God. Tell him thank you.
Hallelujah.
Do it over. Yes.
Y'all didn't have to watch a talking head. Just floating in midair.
Oh wow. But it turned out nicely, and nobody had a clue that there was a do-over.
No one ever, and we are thankful and grateful to God. And we've been talking about even showing you all some of our bloopers, file up bleeps and blunders. That is going to be a highlight reel you don't want to miss if we decide to release it.
Oh, that's going to be a highlight. Wait till we see some of hers.
Oh, I've had many bloop ups, blunders, fallouts. Please stop the cameras. But you live and you learn, and we thank God for do-overs because we've been graced to do it over again so that the public doesn't have to see that.
Right.
Let me see, for mine, as Valerie mentioned, we pre-record our services. And the one thing that I love the most is batch recording. I absolutely love batch recording. And batch recording is when you record more than one episode at a time. And because we pre-record, we typically do at least 2 services at a time. And so what I love about that is it gives our pastor a break. Because during this season, the majority of the church, 80-90% of the church, has quote unquote gotten a break. We don't have to come out to services. We don't have to usher. We don't have to raise offering. We don't have to sing in the choirs like we did before.
Right.
Most of our memberships are home relaxing, but that media team, the pastor, all of those technical resources, musicians, praise teams, we are still running. We are still going. But when we batch record, we get to take a Saturday, that's when we record, and just record at least 2 services. So then the next week, our pastor gets a break.
He does.
He can spend that time praying, studying with his family. Go figure.
Yes.
He gets time to spend with his family and not have to do that. So that's been a blessing for us, especially post-editing, having that time to really put forth as much energy into the excellence of presenting the gospel in a way that the world can see. And so that is the thing that I love the most, is batch recording. It has saved us when, lights went out. It's batch recorded. We've uploaded and it's ready for premiere on Facebook. We have no worries. So it's been a blessing.
Yes.
Yes, an absolute blessing. So we want to know, what have you learned? What has been your biggest takeaways? Let us know in the comments the things that you've learned, that you've gained the most. And also, we want to know what's been your biggest challenges. What's been hard? We've had so many challenges that we've had to overcome in this season.
Yes, we have.
And God's grace, it is sufficient, saints.
Always sufficient, always.
Yes, it has covered us and it allowed us to present and prayerfully present the gospel in excellence. It has never been perfect. It has never been without flaw, but it has been to the best of our ability, the best of our knowledge, and we consistently, try to find better ways to do what we do. And so I know one of our challenges, and we've heard from a lot of you, was lighting.
Oh man, that was a challenge. But when we got it, we finally got it. It took multiple tries. The first time we started with the lighting, we started with 2. And that was good, but it still wasn't good enough. So we ended up getting a 3rd light, which of course, that kind of put us where we needed to be. And then we had the challenge of, initially, once we got the lights set, we moved them around, so when we went to go back, then we realized, we moved the lights. So now we got to start all over again. So we realized we needed to mark where the lights go. So those are some of the things that we learned during the process, to be a little bit more professional and to not have to work so hard over and over and over again doing the same thing. So it's been a process. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Never would have thought that I would be on this side. Typically, I'm behind the camera, so I'm the person that's behind the camera, and so that has also been a learning experience too with the camera.
She's good, right? Y'all go ahead and give us some love down in the comments. She's doing good, ain't she? Tell her.
Some of us are in denial, and so some of those times where I thought I had the camera focused, it wasn't quite focused. So I learned that I had to put the glasses on and say, okay, now focus. And then I was like, oh.
There's nothing like taping a whole episode and just out of focus. Like, sorry, you gotta do that all over. It was good too.
It was like the best run was the first run, and that. But like I learned, do-overs. So those are some of the things that we've experienced with our process, and it's just been, I actually am having fun. I would like a vacation like some of y'all, but I'm still having fun.
Yes, it's been fun. It has been taxing. It's been a lot of work. What you see, 30, 45 minutes on a Sunday takes hours during the week. It takes us about 4 to 7 hours to put across a 30, 45 minute production.
Right.
So a lot of times what you see on Sunday mornings, it's been hours in the making. And so my hat's off to media teams in bigger ministries.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. It's more than an ocean.
It is, because we're dealing with one camera. They have like 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we don't have like multi-camera angles, and we trying to master one. When we master this camera angle, we might let y'all see something else. But right now, we're going to be what do they say? Stay in your lane.
We're going to stay in our lane.
Well, we're going to master this lane, and then
Yes.
maybe as time goes on, as we get proficient at doing this, we'll expand. But I'm satisfied.
It's a joy to serve the Lord. And that sounds so churchy and deep, didn't it?
It did. It's a joy. And I was just about to go somewhere else, but I'm just going to bring it right back in. We hope that you all have enjoyed our little rant on this evening and sharing with you the things that we have learned about media ministry during this quarantine, during this pandemic. It's been a learning experience. We've never had to do ministry on this level before, and we've loved doing it. God has given us a love for something that we never thought we'd be doing at this particular season in our lives. We've had fun with it. We've almost cried over it when it didn't go our way or it didn't work out like we thought. You know how you can envision something and then when you see it, it's not quite what you wanted. But God has given us the grace to keep trying and keep retooling and keep perfecting what He's put at our hands to do. And so we hope that you're enjoying it.
Yes.
We hope that you are loving your ministry, your media ministry, and we hope that you are praying for your ministry media team, that you are praying for your pastor as
Absolutely.
he goes through uncharted water. He's not used to preaching to cameras. He's not used to preaching without you being there. So I want you to be praying for him as well, because this is new for him.
Right.
He's got to look through a lens and see you and sense you and feel you and pray for you and preach to you and teach you without seeing you.
Because he's used to the hollaback.
Yeah, he's used to that, dialogue going
Yes.
forth, that synergy that we have in churches that he doesn't get to receive anymore. So be praying for him as well, because I know it can't be easy doing this and transitioning. But from what I've been seeing, the pastors, y'all are handling it like champs, and you're going forward and you are ministering to us, and we celebrate you and we appreciate what you do for us and for the body of Christ. And so we hope that you have enjoyed this segment. If you have, we want you to let us know in the comments, and we also want you to
like and subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell to get notified when we go live.
Yes. And again, we love you all, and we will see you next week.